Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. It's Christina Jane and it's June, and guess what that means? It's Pride Month! So today we'll be recreating my look that I did for Pride Festival a couple days back. So if you want to keep doing that with me, then let's get on to the video, or this way, don't know yet. Welcome to my bare face. This is what I look like.
Yes, it's what it is. This is the construction that's going on outside. It's been there since like 7 a.m. this morning. I'm not really happy about it, but it's fine. It's really fine.
To prime the face, we're going to go in with the Pore Professional Pore Primer by Benefit.
Honestly, this came in a package for me. Like, it was a package by Benefit for like 4 things, 4 mini size things for like $29 or something. And I was like, you know what? It's a good deal. I only really wanted the mini hula bronzer, but got the entire thing, and it was only a few bucks more, so I was just like, whatever. So I don't really like this primer that much. Like, primers are supposed to be sticky. I feel like this doesn't stick. But on the other hand, my makeup has been lasting pretty well with this, so it's pretty good. So whatever. But I apply it all over my face like this. And then I kind of smooth it out and make sure it's even all over my face. Don't miss anything. Feels kind of weird. That's really fun.
For foundation, today we'll be using Fenty Beauty, the Pro Filter foundation. I'm in the shade 130, and we'll be using it with the Real Technique sponge that I have over here. So I usually use around 2 pumps of it. And
I find that it dries really fast, so I have to do half of my face first and then the other half of my face.
I put the most product right around here because that's where I tend to like have red spots the most. But yeah, and then kind of just like blend it out. Whenever you're blending things out with a beauty blend, not a beauty blender, a Real Technique sponge, make sure you're like dabbing and not streaking, because that's gross and it leaves marks, and that's not good.
That's one of the reasons I like using sponges more, because I find that foundation brushes, first of all, they're really hard to clean, and then they leave marks all over your face, and it's not pretty.
So this foundation has like medium coverage about, yeah, and it's buildable, so you can put more on it, but I'm a broke, so okay, so did this side, go back in with the foundation, and I do the other side same way that I did that side. You notice that I put foundation right over here? It's because I have monolids, so I feel like if I put like foundation, concealer, and primer, it really helps like show it. I don't know, like when you have monolids and you have eye makeup, it clearly shows, or at least the way I do it, it does. So I like to make sure that area is primed and good to go. And let's move on to concealer. So like I said, this Fenty Beauty foundation is a little bit dry, so I like to use more of a like liquidy concealer. So to that, I'll be using the ColourPop's No Filter Concealer. I'm in the shade Light 12. So I go in, it looks like this. It's pretty nice. It's really affordable. Just $6, I believe. And really smooth application. Has pretty decent amount of product in there. And I really like it. So definitely recommend giving it a try.
Also, I am a college student, so I have a Unidays account, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a sales account or a discount, whatever you call it, and it gives you multiple discounts on random things. And with Unidays, I get 10% off on like ColourPop and a lot of other stuff too. So definitely recommend getting some stuff for cheaper with Unidays. You just need like a college email and an account and you get all this stuff. But I believe it's like online shopping only, which is easier anyways, so yeah.
Anyways, I did those triangles underneath my eyes. I do here because, like I said, again, Monolid, and then bridge of nose and a few random spots.
So then, usually, people go into powder, but to be quite honest, I don't really see the point in powder for my skin because I know it's supposed to like set your foundation and all, your concealer and everything, but I never use it and my makeup lasts the whole day, so...
For my lips, I have dry lips, so I go in with some Vaseline, just like the normal Vaseline, and then prime it. I include this as my base, part of my base routine, because normally I don't like to do lips, so this just gives me a natural, like, natural but shinier lip, but it works for me. So then we do brows. So I usually take my spoolie, comb my brows so they're facing the right direction and they're facing or in the shape that I want them to be in.
Because unfortunately, I was not blessed in the brow department. But it's fine. It's really fine.
Then we go in with our CoverGirl brow product. I use this shade Soft Blonde because
I find that I put a lot of brow product onto my brows, and if I use a lighter color, then it doesn't seem like I have really bushy brows. So that's what I do. This part usually takes a lot of concentration, so I'm probably not going to talk whatever I'm doing.
So if you saw what I did there, great. If you didn't, I kind of just went in underneath the eyebrow and on top, and then I'm filling in the end of this with small little strokes, and then I'm gonna leave that one to be. Do the same thing on the next one. Alright, so once that's done, the middle part closest to the eyes, I usually go in with like upward little strokes, so like this. And then once I feel like it's okay, then I go in with the spoolie side of the CoverGirl brow pencil.
To clean up their brows after with some concealer. I find that if you don't, they have like more of a natural finish. So I don't do that, but you're more than welcome to do that as well.
Now, time for the fun part, which is the eyes. Again, I have monolids.
And you know, it's fine. Like, I was born with them, learned to love them, but with the makeup industry, it's really hard because I feel like so many things are centered around the crease, which obviously I don't have, but I've learned how to like accommodate myself to it, and that's part of the reason I started this channel, was to like have a makeup person to look up to who has monolids like mine. I have a really distinct type monolids, and you just gotta do what you gotta do.
And then for the primer, we're gonna use the Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion. And so you just put some here, put some here. So I just take my forefinger, spread it throughout. And we're gonna be using the ColourPop Yes Please palette. And we're gonna take a flat transition brush for our transition shade. We're gonna be dipping into this color. It's called Big Cocktails, and it's this orangey kind of shade. For my monolids,
I feel like I said monolid so many times throughout this video, but I kind of put my crease right where my eyeball ends, if that makes sense. And then I'm gonna take this brush, buff it into the crease, or my imaginary crease. See right there? See how that makes it kind of like a crease? That's where I buff it into.
Once you're done with that, it should look like this or something like it. And then we're gonna go back with our ColourPop concealer and take a flat brush, put some concealer on the brush, and we're gonna cut the crease.
So again, don't have crease, just cut it like where my crease would end. Just honestly for monolids, just determine where your crease wants to be or might be if you had a crease, and then kind of like go with it.
Gonna go back into the ColourPop Yes Please palette, and then we're gonna be using this shade called Mischief. Taking a flat sponge, dipping it in, and tapping off excess, and we're gonna put it in inner corners of our eyes.
Make sure it's even on both sides so you don't look like, wow, there's so much yellow on this eye and not enough yellow on that eye. Just making sure things like that when you're applying it.
Once you're done with that, we're gonna do the green right next to the yellow. So I go with this BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil Real Edition palette. It's really pretty. Lots of shimmer shades, which is pretty great if you like shimmer. I'm going to be using this shade right here and probably mixing it with this shade as well. So these two shades. I'm going to take a flat brush, clean flat brush, and dipping it into those two, tapping off the excess. And I'm putting it like right next to, if not on top of my yellow. Next color is blue. We're gonna be going back to ColourPop. It's this one, I believe it's called Backstage. So if you want to use that exact shade, you can. Otherwise, any blue shade will work. And then go in with a flat brush and do the same thing. Place it right next to, if not on top of the green shade. purple, going in with my palette. It's called Try Me, so give it a try. And I'm taking a flat angle brush because it's on the end like this, and then we're gonna go back in with the transition brush and pick up some more of that big cocktails shade and just blend it together. We got our orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. You might be asking, where's the red? Well, if you're not asking, then oh well. But we're gonna be adding red underneath our eyes.
So red is a little like itchy color because if you apply too much red underneath your eyes, then you might look sick. So just very little amount, you'll be good.
I'll be using the Oh Shit color from my palette and going in underneath my eyes. Once you're done with that, we're gonna go in with a white eyeliner. Find that white eyeliner works better with this look. Today we'll be using the Maybelline New York gel liner, and then we're going to put it on our crease. When I'm applying the eyeliner, I like to go from outside to inside. And do you see that, like, what's that called, space between the orange and all the other colors? That's where we're going to put the white. Is our eyeshadow and eyeliner.
So usually the next step is lashes. Personally, I don't really like to do lashes because I don't have that many lashes, and I think that lashes is when you don't like your eyeshadow that much. But I personally really like this eyeshadow, so I'm not going to be doing eyelashes.
So since we're not doing eyelashes, we're going to move on straight to cheeks. We're going to be going in with our bronzer or Hoola bronzer. I like to use mini products because
whenever I get minis, I don't really have to commit. Plus, I never seem to like hit pan on anything anyways, so might as well go with the cheaper option. And I chose Hoola bronzer because it's really hard to mess up whenever you're doing this. It's using the Hoola bronzer, so might as well use it anyways.
Take a big fluffy brush, put a little, tap out the excess, and then put it in the hollows of my cheeks.
And I literally do it like a jawline, because I do it here, and then I do the bottom.
then for blush, today I'll be using the Monolid blush. It's in the shade Coral Cove. I really like this because it's super pretty, super affordable. And I use this blush brush and I literally tap it twice because I don't like using that much blush. And since I have a smile on her face, I like to use upward motions, put it right on top of my contour. Yeah, I don't use a lot of it because I'm not a blush person. So the next step is my favorite part. It's highlighter. Today I'll be using the Urban Decay Naked Illuminated highlighter. It's really pretty and it comes with a brush. So I take this brush and I apply it on the highest points of my cheeks. Here, here. Light the tip of my nose with whatever is remaining on the highlighting brush. And don't forget the Cupid's bow. I find that I don't really like the look that my cheeks do. It's just like contour blush highlight. So I bought a big brush. I used the e.l.f. Total Face brush and just blend it all out. It's now time for lips. And today we will be using Maybelline in the shade 645. It's called Red Revival.
I'm not a big lips fan, but I decided to give lips a try for this look since we are a bit back in the red.
Then you can set it with some setting spray. Today I'll be using the ColourPop Rose Quartz Crystal Priming Spray. You just put it arm's length away from your face, close your eyes, and set it. And that's how you get this look. If you like what you saw today, make sure you click that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment if you want to, and share with your friends. So, bye! Thank you for watching!